Hello, people, and welcome to our Friday edition of Quizzytime. I can see Shweta and Saurabh in the comments. Hello. Today's quiz is very interesting because Dipendra, by the way, you might be wondering why Dipendra has been given so much priority attention. He's been here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but he's been emotionally blackmailing me that he's got to take a ship and, he won't be there for much longer. And you'll meet the man, you'll understand. So today's topic is fruit and nut because he's been nagging me to find out the topics for both days, and I've been stringing him along. So finally, it is fruit or nut. But let's say hi to our new contestant today. Hello, Keetan.
Hi.
Okay. Keetan's from Bangalore, and he is in TCS. Okay. And then we have, of course, Dipendra, who is a sailor.
That's so unfair. Hello, everyone.
So unfair.
I didn't ask you for the topic today.
And then we have Tarun. We have Tarun from
Hello,
Chennai.
everyone.
And look who we have, all dressed up.
Oh.
Wow.
No, it's called wearing lipstick.
But your hair it's looking very glamorous also. What have you done to your hair?
Thank you. I was having a horrible hair day, so I put on a scarf.
Okay.
I look like Albert Einstein under this.
Okay, one second. We have Nishant Mangal Kashyap, who is, he's promoting Cadbury here for reasons of his own. And Sam Smith's sex life, fruit and nut. Can someone explain this? I'm scared to ask. Okay.
So
Now
you're
today's
not
question.
lying on the topic.
Sorry, what?
You
I
were
wasn't
not
lying today. I was not lying. Today I was not lying. Okay. Now, Keetan, how this works is that I will ask questions to each of you. You can ask me as many hints as you want. There are no points. And you can finally deduce the answer. The topic is fruit and nut. The sequence is Keetan, Dipendra, Tarun, Vedahi. And Keetan, are you ready for your first question?
Yeah.
All right. The ancient Greeks believed that this nut could treat coughing and baldness. Which nut am I talking about?
Coughing and baldness.
Yes.
I have no idea. I'll just take a guess.
Of course.
Chestnut.
Chestnut. Because of the coughing. Chestnut coughing. I see what you're doing there. No. And unfortunately, I can't ask you to guess again because there are just a limited number of nuts. So I'm going to move on to Dipendra. Dipendra, what's your guess?
Walnut.
Walnut. Just one second. Let me shout at Saurabh. Hello? Figs. Huh. Okay. Walnut is also incorrect. We're going to pass it on to Tarun.
What?
Okay, I'll say almonds.
Almonds. Also incorrect. We're going to pass it on to Vedahi.
I will ask for a clue.
Okay. It has got nut in the word.
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut is correct. Hazelnut is correct.
See, this is why you should ask for a clue, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought walnut had something to do with Jupiter and God, so I thought that was, or maybe it was hazelnut. Maybe I was confused. I don't know.
There are lots of legends. We will go into that. Coconut, no. Okay. Now we're going to come to Dipendra's question. Now this nut is in the same family as poison ivy, which is why its shells cannot be eaten. They hold itchy oil, and this oil. Okay, thank you. That is the right answer. Cashew is the right answer. Okay. It is related to poison ivy. Its shell has itchy oil, so you can't eat it. But they use it's called uroshiol, and it is toxic to consume. But it is used to make brake liners and auto paint. Oh yes, Tarun would have known this. Maybe.
Yeah, I've seen
We're not
cashew
sure.
trees. No, I didn't know the answer, but once Dipendra said, I did use it.
Yeah, I knew it because in Goa, when you go to try fenny and all, they tell you these stories about how cashew is extracted and how you have to wear gloves and make sure that you.
All right. Coming to Tarun's question.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the oldest known nut, which dates all the way back to 10,000 BC?
Okay, oldest known nut. Where was it found? 10,000 BC?
The Romans, possibly. The Romans were very fond of it. But 10,000 BC is not the Romans. The trees have been known to date back that long.
Mhm. It's still relevant, right? Like, huh,
Yes, we do eat the nut.
okay. So I'll say almonds again.
You say almonds again. We're going to pass it on to Vedahi.
Okay, so is there a clue? Let's see. I asked for clues.
Listen, there are limited amount of nuts. Okay.
I'm sure, but they're not a limited amount of clues.
All right. Let me give you a clue.
She's going to throw me
There,
out of this quiz.
I am.
I can give a
I am.
clue. I can give a clue.
Okay, okay. Give a clue.
If you want, I can give a clue, Kach, okay?
Yes, give it. Give the clue.
It comes from a tree.
Yeah, that's a
Hey,
good
not
clue.
all nuts come from trees. So
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a Roman oldest nut. Okay,
no, Kajol didn't say Roman. She said oldest nut
No, I
that
said
but
oldest
she said
nut,
humans know.
Roman, but
Oh
Roman
but
is
yeah,
also
Romans
like
are the first
associated.
civilization. Okay, and
Yeah.
they believed it was the food of the
Romans were
gods.
not the first civilization. Greeks,
Baba,
Arey,
I'm
no.
just saying, you know, this is
you
my
hate
problem.
me.
When I put five people onto this, then all bullshit starts happening, and always whether he's part of it. Okay, whether he answer the question.
Uh, okay, so you said that's not me, by the way. That's my pati. That's
Oh,
my pati.
Is one second.
I
Why
want
do
to
you
be
have to be in
friends with him.
comments? You'll be in comments and on the panel. I don't get
No,
this.
that's my
Why?
pati. That's my pati. That's not me. Let's have
I
a
want to be
separate
friends
account.
with
YouTube account.
him.
Please feel free.
Answer the question.
Yes. Okay. It's a nut from the Roman time. I am actually going to go with olives.
Hey,
Olives in
क्योंकि
What?
India.
अंदर का
It
nut,
doesn't make.
अंदर का seed is a nut, which
There's a stone
Roman.
inside. It's
that's a
not a nut.
stone.
It's a
It's not a
stone.
nut.
You
It's a
can,
Have
stone,
you eaten
Vadi.
an
that's what they call.
olive?
No,
Huh?
Vadi, no.
Okay,
Then
we're
walnut,
just
almond or
walnut.
walnut.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
give
a,
you walnut. It is a
yeah,
walnut.
it's
It
correct.
is a walnut.
Oh,
Yes, it's
Oh,
correct.
okay.
Uh,
Also, Ishan is on YouTube. I'm not. He's watching the quiz.
okay. Ishan, she thinks olives are nuts. Okay, I
I'm
think
not
you are
sure.
nuts for putting up with this nut, olives. Okay.
Kajol,
Whose
if
question?
Vadi ever visits you, you only feed her olive stones, huh?
I'm
So
gonna only.
apparently
I
they're
got.
edible, yeah.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
got them. Okay. Whether he's question. I think I'm on Vedi's question now, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which nut is known as the smiling nut and the happy nut?
It's known as the
Happy.
smiling nut in Iran and happy nut in China.
My God, Dipendra, you took me seriously. You did all your research and came. Okay, it's not your question. It's Vedai's question.
I know, I
Answer.
know.
Uh, okay. It's a happy nut.
It's a happy
Wow.
nut and a smiling nut.
Is it the coconut?
No, it is not the coconut. I'm going to pass it to Kirtan.
I'll just keep saying this until it's right. Probably chestnut again.
Kirtan, think of. Okay, there's a reason why it's called the smiling nut. It has to do with the appearance of the nut.
Uh, can you give some clue
That is the
about it,
clue.
or is it more?
That's the
No, you have.
question. That's the question, not the clue.
No, I meant
I
like
said.
where
I
it
said the
was.
appearance of the nut looks like it's smiling.
But someone mentioned like the place where it's named as such.
Okay,
Yeah, I
we'll
said
go
it's like, yeah, okay.
Sorry.
because that his data has no relevance to the question,
Okay.
but it is known as the smiling nut in Iran and the happy nut in China.
And there is a hint in there. That's why I mentioned it.
Okay.
Donut.
Makes me happy.
I'm
Everyone
not
makes
sure.
everyone happy.
Almond.
Almond. Okay, I'm gonna pass it to Dipendra.
Pistachio.
Yes, it's a pista. The pista. It's got
Oh,
the little, the nut opens and
Yeah.
the. It looks like it's
And
smiling.
Irani. Iran is famous for pistachios. That's why I mentioned. I thought maybe someone would get that.
Oh, yes, yes. Unfortunately, Dipendra is getting everyone else's questions. We're going to see how he fares with his own
No,
question now.
I knew the answer for the
Next
first
is
one. Also, I got
Kirtan.
confused
This is
between walnut
Ketan's
and hazelnut.
question. Yeah.
It's Kirtan's question now.
Even I thought peanut because happy peanut.
Ha, yes. Vampire panel making an appearance. Ketan,
Thank
your
you.
question is coming. Okay. Now, these nuts are never picked from the tree. They are harvested from the ground after they fall from the tree. Which nut am I talking about?
They never pick from the tree. Like
No, they
not
never
even.
picked from the tree. They wait till they fall.
Is it some specific region that it's localized to? Like,
Yes, there is a specific reason. I'm going to tell you the reason.
no. I meant like, is it particular to some place or it's
Yeah. I'm just going to tell you. Um, they are native to Australia.
okay?
I think I know this one.
I also know this one.
I think we should just pass Dipendra and go to Tarun.
No, that's not fair. I invested 20 minutes, okay, to prepare.
I may guess
That's not
correctly.
fair.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Bolo.
I can't remember a nut. But I just guess.
Yeah, of course, it's all guesswork. You think these people know anything?
Is macadamia a nut?
Yes.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Yes. Keaton gets it. Macadamia nuts. Okay. Now we're going to come to Dipendra's question. And I'm quite happy about this question.
I can tell you more
Dipen-
things about macadamia nuts if you want.
Okay, tell us. What have you learned about
No, no, no.
macadamia nuts?
So they found it in Australia. They named it after John McAdam, and then they took the trees to Hawaii, and he was on the way to try them, and he died.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a very interesting question.
Okay.
Now, it is said that in the ancient times, when sailors observed large nuts floating at sea, and because they were so starved of female company, these nuts had an uncanny resemblance to the human female pelvic area and butt. Okay, in fact, they're the same
What?
size. They are the same size as a human being's hindquarters, and they look like female pelvic areas. Which nut are we talking about?
What the heck? So are they like they just look like, or they are the same size also?
They're the same size also.
Then it has to be coconuts, no?
No, it's not a coconut.
Then
Oh,
I have no idea.
It looks like a butt with extra female additions.
Brazil nut?
No,
No idea.
no idea. Oops. We're gonna pass to Tarun.
okay. So, like, uh, so these nuts are floating in the water. You're saying, right?
Yes.
So even I thought coconut, but
Two
two
coconuts.
coconuts. Uh, uh, uh. So, is it like a fruit and there's a nut inside, or
It
it's
is.
just a nut? It is.
Like, I mean, every nut has a fruit. I mean, it's a whole structure.
So I'll just guess the emoji which we use for these.
Hmm.
Uh, so peach.
Yeah, it does look like a peach, but it isn't. It's a big butt-shaped nut. It
Watermelon?
is
No, watermelon is nuts.
watermelon is not a nut, Baba. Now you're starting
Yeah,
to talk
that's
like
what.
Vedahi. Huh? No, it's
I
not.
know this
Okay.
answer, okay, please.
One second. Okay, one. See nut. He's
She
actually
nut.
not. He's not far
He's
off.
close. He's
He's not
close.
far off. He's not far off. Now
Oh,
this nut only grows in Seychelles. It is very expensive because it only grows there, and you can eat it. Okay, it's got a taste like a citrusy, milky jelly, with a texture of soft Turkish delight.
yeah, that
Do you
helps a
have?
lot.
Shall I pass it to Shweta to Vedi?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, whether you tell us.
So it's what I think it's called coconut of the sea or
It's called
something.
coco de mer. Yes, coconut of the sea. Yeah, and if you all Google it, which I know you all are going to, okay, coco de mer, just have a look at what it looks like. But that is the correct answer. Uh, all right, and we
See,
had
I know
people
things
who
apart
got
from
it.
olives and watermelons.
Yes, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. How do you know this, by the way?
Because I was once thinking I could go to Seychelles, and then it turned out to be more expensive than going to anybody else. So I
Okay.
See,
didn't go.
technically, Tarun was right because he said double coconut, right? Someone said double
No,
coconut.
No, that
someone
is in the
else said.
comments.
Yeah.
That's not double coconut.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they are also called double coconut.
No, they're not called double coconut. Who said they're called double
You
coconut?
want to you want to bet?
No, I don't want to bet because I'm not googling right now. But I've
I'm
never heard of it being called
also
double
not
coconut.
googling right now, but I know
Okay,
coconut
let's
milk is
bet.
also called double coconut. Okay.
You didn't know of its existence 2 seconds back.
No, I know of its existence, but I didn't think of it as a nut because of everything, because we don't normally eat it. I know what a coco de mer is. I had no idea it's a nut.
Okay, we're going to come to
You
it's
don't
now
think of
Tarun's.
like
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a
My bad.
nut. It's a butt. Okay, we're going to come to Tarun's question. Tarun's question is okay. Uh, which nut was the Queen of Sheba's favorite food? And according to one legend, lovers who meet under that nut tree on a moonlit night will find good luck if they hear the nuts crack.
Who's Shiva, by the way?
Queen of
I
Queen,
don't know.
you're not playing that game. Queen of Sheba wants something.
Oh,
No,
no.
Queen of Sheba from biblical times. Queen of Sheba.
Okay. So, if lovers stand under this tree and they hear the nuts cracking, it's like a good luck sign.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard kissing under the mistletoe. I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but I'll take a guess. Is it uh, is it walnut?
No, I'm gonna pass to
Some
Vedahi.
hard.
Okay, are dates nuts?
I'm gonna pass the question to Kirtan.
Just because it doesn't have the word nut in it,
I'm sorry, Ishan. What is this? What is this?
they grow
Okay,
in like dry places. I thought maybe.
Yeah.
I have no
Keaton.
words. Kirtan, please take your guess.
Yeah, I want to say coconut, but then a coconut cracking would be a bad sign if you're standing under.
Oh man.
Correct.
I'll go back to my old guess. Chestnut.
Chestnut. Okay, I will just give you a hint. Chestnut is not the answer to any of my questions. So
Oh.
no.
Oh,
But
Ouch.
but I'm gonna pass it on to Dipendra.
pistachio.
Pistachio is correct. Pistachio is correct.
Oh.
Come on, nuts cracking in
Same
a
answer
pistachio.
two times.
And then a limited amount of nuts. Okay.
Kajol, you and Vaidehi clearly have some unresolved issues. Okay, like
She's making all fruits and
Oh.
vegetables into nuts.
Where are the fruit
Wow.
questions, Kajol?
They're coming.
Yeah, you. Yeah,
Oh.
so I thought like,
Okay. Now whose question am I on?
So
me.
it's where they is now.
Vaidehi,
Okay, it's
Fine.
Vaidehi.
Vedai's. Okay, I think I'm gonna give Vedai a fruit question because
I know
otherwise,
fruits. Maybe
yeah,
is the
yeah.
assumption.
Okay.
That's
Now this is a very interesting question. Okay. During the Opium Wars in China, China was very badly hit because the West was just taking opium from China any which way they could. So to try to get their might back in the trading wars, the Chinese commissioner in Canton uh, mistakenly believed that there were certain Chinese exports that the West would really miss if they put an embargo on it. So he wrote a letter to Queen Victoria and he said that don't exploit our opium. Otherwise, we will stop exporting this fruit to you and your whole country will die of constipation. Which fruit was
banana.
this? No, it was not a banana.
Okay, what Chico? But no, Chico is Mexican. I saw your last quiz
Hmm.
afterwards. So Chico is Mexican. This is not durian because that is only in Southeast
No.
Asia.
And it is not Mandarin. Just because it's Chinese, everything is not Mandarin.
But this was a mistaken belief. This is actually not a
No,
popular
no, no.
fruit.
Yeah, in a sense, they didn't need it. It was a luxury item. He believed they needed it.
Needed it
Hmm.
for constipation.
For
Was it
constipation.
real? Okay.
Yeah, it is believed to be beneficial for constipated people.
Okay. So the opposite of banana, technically. Um, tea, not tea, guava.
Guava. I'm going to pass a question to Kirtan.
Okay,
It is
so
not chestnut.
I know.
I feel like you need to come up with a chestnut question for Kirtan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so I'll just go based off recent knowledge that I gained that this was from China.
Hmm.
Peaches, is it?
Peaches. No. I'm going to pass it to Dipendra.
Okay, so we can ask for hints, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is the fruit itself used for constipation or the dried fruit used for constipation?
One
Now,
second. Let me.
This is when you start Googling, Kajal. I'm not the
Yeah.
only one who makes you do this.
no, you don't have to Google. I can ask for something else.
It has a laxative effect. Um. Okay.
But is it used in the dried form and juice form also, or just the fruit?
No, it's the fruit. The fruit. Fruit is used. It's not dried from juice form. Nahi. Fruit.
I'm confused between pears and plum. Has to be
I
either
will give
one.
you a hint now. It is not a fruit we get here very commonly. In fact, if we get it here, it will be imported.
Pears
Pears. We get pears in
or
our daily
plum?
markets. Plums. Come
Plum?
on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Think exotic.
So to
Can I do a
plum,
guess?
Yeah. Now it's open to
exotic.
everyone.
Wait, I'm
Mangosteen.
yet to answer.
One second. Mangosteen.
Mangosteen.
Wrong.
No,
Wrong.
Tarun gets a chance before
Huh.
it's okay.
That's what I said. Tarun, bolo.
Let me guess. Is it fig?
No.
No. Okay, fine.
Figs you
Everyone
get
gets
in
one.
India.
But
Avocado. Avocado.
It's
There
not
were
an
no avocados
avocado.
in China. There were no
Yeah,
avocados in China
I
for
was
sure.
just thinking about imported. I'm talking about imports. Avocado, kiwis are imported.
Okay, one second. I'm going to
Uh,
give you all a hint. I'm going to give you all a hint. It is a leafy fruit. I mean,
Star fruit, that thing, the
no,
Chinese thingy.
no. It is a leafy fruit.
asparagus.
No.
Hmm,
Huh? No. Okay. No. No. No.
guessing.
The British are very fond of it. They make puddings out of it.
Oh, wait. Shit, the name is not coming to me. I know what you're talking about. You
It's
cannot
also
eat it in any other way. It's only good in puddings and these forms.
yes,
Ah,
yes,
fuck.
yes. It's
Shit,
otherwise
shit,
very
shit,
sa.
shit. Yeah. It'll come to me. Can you tell me the first alphabet? I can't remember the name. the name of the fruit. Saw it in
It's
supermarkets
not a
all the time.
persimmon.
It's not a persimmon. Persimmons are very
It
sweet and
is
very nice.
yes. The first is R.
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Rhubarb is the fruit.
See, the name was not coming to me. Yeah.
Okay, it was Vedehi's question, and we've had fun with
Whether
it.
he is not happy.
She's not happy.
I didn't know that fruit existed, so that's not on me. I would have to
Okay,
Google what this fruit is after.
okay. We're now going to come to Keaton's question. Okay. Now, there is a fruit which we assume comes from a certain country, but it doesn't. It comes from China, and it so uh, the seed was taken to that country where we assume it comes from, and it was grown, and they tried to sell it as a gooseberry, and that was not taken very well because it does not look like a gooseberry at all. And then they tried to sell it as Chinese gooseberry. Sorry, they tried to sell it as Chinese gooseberry, which did not go well because it was Cold War times and no one wanted anything from China. And finally, they called it a melonet, which also wasn't a good idea because there were tariffs placed on melons and berries. So, in the end, out of desperation, they linked it to their country and made it like their country's fruit. Which fruit am I talking about?
So it went from China originally,
Yeah, it originated in China.
and now
Apple,
it's
iPhone.
perceived as being of this other
Sorry,
country.
what?
Now it's perceived as being from this other
Ye-
country by
Yes, it
everyone
is.
else.
Yes, it is totally perceived as being from this country.
I'll go with kiwi because it just
That is
immediately.
correct. Kiwi is correct. Kiwi is
Okay.
correct.
Oh,
Kiwi is correct. Uh, this quiz is making me less and less hungry. Why?
Okay. Non-appetizing fruits.
Okay, one
But
second.
maybe he's not into fruits and nuts.
Mosambi?
Mosambi. Mosambi.
Okay, not Mosambi. All right.
oh.
So Keaton, yes, gets that right. And now we have a good question coming up. Just one second.
Of course, of course. Because it's my turn. Yeah.
Yes. Make sure it's very difficult. He did cheating before the
Yes.
quiz.
I haven't cheated. She told us the topic in the morning. I read up. I mean, I don't know.
Morning?
Yeah, but what?
Okay.
Okay, first of all, you don't believe Kajal on her topics. That's the first rule of this quiz.
Yeah,
I,
but
I,
still, like 20 minutes. I like reading up on stuff, so why not?
okay. Now we're going to come to a tropical fruit which grows in a island. Okay, in the South Pacific, and the English were very interested in this fruit because they thought that it would be good to feed the slaves on the plantations. So the king sent this captain to go and fetch thousand of these fruits from that island. He was all ready to depart. He got his fruits, but his sailors were very keen to spend time with Tahitian women and all that. So they mutinied. They threw him off board with few people, and it's a very famous story of mutiny. And but he survived. He managed to steer his way in that raft and that small boat and everything, and reach the Dutch island and get back to the king. And then he went back the next year and he got 2126 of these fruits. But all of this was for nothing because the slaves refused to eat the fruit because they said it's tasteless. Which fruit am I talking about?
So, are you talking about Captain Cook and the journey? Like,
I'm not talking about Captain Cook.
which journey are you talking about?
It's a famous journey.
Bly. William Bly?
Yes, which is a fruit.
Okay. Is it the fruit Keaton is obsessed with and keeps mentioning his answer again and again?
Nuts. My God, I try to put two elements and I've got a confused
Yeah.
panel. They don't know what is a fruit, what is a nut.
No, we know what is the fruit, what is the nut, but the name.
Sometimes also like fruits are nuts and nuts are fruits and fruits are vegetables and vegetables are fruits. So you can't really tell what the scientific community is thinking. They think tomato is a fruit.
That's
Is this
not.
fruit easily available now, like in India?
No, it's not easily available, but it does grow here. And there are certain pockets of the country where it is easily available and cooked.
And cooked?
And cooked.
The heck? I thought it was chestnut, but I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, this is now open to everyone since it's the last question I have.
oh
People
God.
can try their guesses.
I
Is
think it's a
this like
Tahitian chestnut.
is it like
That-
jackfruit or something because it's
Yeah, that's
grown
what
in
even I
India?
was thinking.
It looks kind of like a jackfruit.
Oh, is
Pineapple.
it durian?
Is it a bale? Bale. Is
Pineapple.
it a bale?
No,
Is it a wood apple? Wood apple.
it's not a bale, Baba. It's not a bale.
Is
It's
it
not a wood
elephant
apple.
apple? Is it elephant apple?
No, it's
Which is
not
a
the
thing, by
elephant
the
apple.
way.
Custard apple?
It's a what? Custard apple?
Hmm.
Who's cooking
Custard
custard
apple, I
apple?
said.
Arey, it looks like a smaller. He was going with a different clue. He was going with like looks like a smaller jackfruit. So
Is
like,
it breadfruit? Is it breadfruit?
It
Breadfruit.
is breadfruit.
what is
Breadfruit is the right
breadfruit?
answer.
What is a breadfruit?
What is
What's
a
wrong with you
breadfruit?
all? What
Are
is
you
wrong with
making
all?
up names now?
No, we're not. It
No,
is a
we're not.
breadfruit. It is a breadfruit, and the journey is called the Mutiny on
Yeah,
HMS Bounty. One of the most brilliant
bounty. Yeah.
stories ever written. Yes, yes.
Yeah, but
Okay,
what's a
what?
breadfruit?
Google it.
I will after that. I'm not allowed to
So
Google
many things I
beauty
have to
quiz.
Google.
I know. I don't know fruits apparently. This was my life. I
Yes,
know.
you don't know
Yeah,
nuts either.
I knew. I'm saying that I knew the painters वाला quiz जब सब आ रहा था. आज fruits कुछ नहीं आ रहा है. Like
Okay, this brings us to the
really.
end of this quiz. There is a Telegram group where we have people who are interested in Quizzy Time who discuss it to death after the quiz. So there is a link. I'll put it down below. We will now meet again on Monday. See ya, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Kajol.